you gonna check it? Okay. Let me see. Check the right way, yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
A billionaire's son is going viral for blowing open the Charlie Kirk assassination. He even says he might get deleted for exposing this.
So about a year ago, I was brutally canceled off the internet for having a billionaire father as well as political connections. But tonight, I'm going to use that privilege to expose what really happened with Erika Kirk. Because once you understand how these elite circles actually operate, the entire mystery around her becomes incredibly obvious. So take a seat, grab a bag of popcorn, because I might get deleted for posting this. Is that you may look at a President Obama, for example, and think that he is at the top of the social pyramid. That is absolutely not true. When there are these private dinner meetings with billionaires and with past presidents or potential future presidents or even a current president, they're at the very bottom of the fucking barrel. If you were to compare it to a social hierarchy in a high school, for example, the billionaire is the superintendent of the entire school board. And a President Obama, for example, is like the president of student council. He actually has no power over the school whatsoever. It's completely performative. Every single time you've ever voted, you are really voting for someone that was handpicked for you by a billionaire who doesn't want to run themselves because they are busy ruining the planet. And honestly, being a politician is seen, as I said, in these social circles, at these dinner parties, as a very lowly job.
Then he connects that world to Charlie and Erika Kirk. Donors were openly talking about Charlie as a future presidential candidate. Erika allegedly ran the donor dinners and billionaire relationships behind the scenes.
Erika completely jumped at the chance to date Charlie because he was already anointed by the billionaire class that funded and controlled Turning Point USA as the person that was going to be the next president of the United States. This was not something that was a secret. This was not something that was implicit. This was something that was explicit in several conversations. Everybody knew that Charlie Kirk one day would run to be president, and it was a running comment, a running joke that Erika Kirk would one day be the first lady. This was her life goal, and this was the plan, and the only reason in 2021 she married Charlie Kirk. She did not marry Charlie, she married the trajectory of the presidency and proximity to power, which is what she always wanted. Erika Kirk was never a stay-at-home wife. She was the operator. She hosted the donor dinners, she schmoozed the billionaires, she sealed the checks, and she ran all of the events. This is documented.
Then he points towards the very shady timeline. Within 72 hours of Charlie Kirk's assassination, the domain VanceKirk2028.com was registered. Erika became CEO of Turning Point USA. She publicly forgave the alleged shooter almost immediately.
Within 72 hours of the assassination, the domain VanceKirk2028 was purchased. Erika immediately sprints to take the throne of her dead husband by becoming CEO of Turning Point USA, and publicly forgives the shooter on camera before we can even actually establish if he really was the killer or if he acted alone.
There you go.
Oh, look at all the thumbs up. Look how cute that is. Sorry, this is a little bit more informal than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet. I didn't know they could do that. I hate Zoom. I never liked Zoom. Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to say first and foremost, my heart obviously is broken for you guys as much as it is for our family. You guys lost not only a boss, but someone that you looked up to, someone that you believed in his mission, that you also that you loved. You loved listening to his show.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Since we're talking about bizarre coincidences and timelines, something else also went viral recently. President Trump not only accepted but also wore a hat in front of the cameras inside the White House. People are saying that's not random. They're saying it's a signal. all part of a pattern. And they're connecting it to JFK, who refused to wear the hat on the day he was assassinated.
Have your name put in there. This is number 1 of 250. Got the Constitution in there.
Yeah.
In the liner.
The
We'll
Constitution
put that in the museum.
is in the liner. That's amazing.
10-karat gold flag. And
We'll
13
take it
original
off.
color. And I think it's your size.
Are you guys checking? Okay. Let me see. The right way, yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
What do we do with that strip?
You gotta take a picture.
I remember a certain governor in Massachusetts, when they put that helmet on, that was not good.
Put it on in the White House on Monday. If you'll come up there, you'll have a chance to see it there.
And since we're talking about politicians going viral for their actions, we gotta talk about whatever the hell is happening in Paris. In the rain, Macron walks up holding an umbrella over Zelensky as they greet each other. He suddenly leans in for a kiss. Zelensky appears to lean slightly away, but Macron still makes contact. Now let's talk about how the internet is melting down after a verified Jeffrey Epstein account suddenly appears on TikTok. Yes, that Jeffrey Epstein. As of Saturday morning, the account is less than 24 hours old and already had pulled in massive numbers. 725,000 followers, 2.6 million likes. And the details are where things start getting strange. The account only follows two people, Benjamin Netanyahu and President Donald Trump. Meanwhile, the latest video posted on the account shows Epstein standing outside the Louvre Pyramid in Paris with another man smirking while the camera rolls. Nobody seems to know who created the account, how it got verified so quickly, or whether TikTok even realizes it exists. Some people say it's obvious satire. Others say the whole thing feels extremely weird.
This just in, Jeffrey Epstein decides to join TikTok. It's a verified account. What a strange time we are living in. Oh, well, let's not forget the irony here that I am a legitimate artist and I can't even get verified, but a dead guy can. Don't believe me? See for yourself. And just for the record, today is Saturday, March the 14th, and it is 11 a.m. Ohio time. The account is less than 24 hours old, and it already has 725,000 followers and 2.6 million likes. Humans are weird. And the account follows two people. That's not suspicious at all.
Now let's talk about the Oscars, because in all the glitter, you might have missed some of the weirdest stuff ever. For example, the Ozempic Oscars snack box just leaked and people can't believe what Hollywood served. Inside the box, popcorn, raisins, a can of water, a napkin. That's it. And the strangest part, there's even a handwritten note from Conan O'Brien inside the box joking that the snacks may not look like much, but at a movie theater, they'd supposedly cost about $85. Now, people online are saying the whole thing looks less like an Oscars treat and more like a diet starter kit. Is Hollywood actually this cheap? or is this the most Ozempic-coated snack box imaginable?
So when you come to the Oscar, oh wow, there's like a note. Oh my gosh, look at this. Tea, candy. Oh my God, look at that.
In another viral video, a Delta passenger opens her complimentary snack and cannot believe what's inside. Meanwhile, Delta CEO Ed Bastian took home about $27.1 million in total compensation in 2024. The CEO of Cheez-It, Steve Callahan, also received about $14.9 million. But paying customers, well, they get 3 Cheez-Its at 30,000 feet. Our next story is also pretty damn bizarre. A man filming a shortwave radio just caught the US government's atomic time signal glitching. And now the internet wants answers. WWV is supposed to be one of the master time signals used by aircraft, satellites, radio systems, and precision clocks around the world. So how can the official US atomic time broadcast disagree with the clocks listening to it at the exact same moment?
You're going to find this weird, but here in about, let's say 5 seconds from here, see what time it is?
At the dome, 16 hours, 0 minutes, Coordinated Universal Time. National Institute of Standards and Technology Time. This is radio station WWB, Fort Collins, Colorado, broadcasting on internationally allocated standard carrier frequencies of 2.5, 5, 10, 15, and 20 megahertz, providing time of day, standard time interval, and other related information. Inquiries regarding these transmissions may be directed to the National Institute of Standards and Technology, radio station WWV, 2000 East County Road 58, Fort Collins, Colorado, 80524.
Yeah, I like to find out what time it is in Colorado because it is 11 o'clock in North Carolina, and that is a sky scan to the T. It's not
tone, 16 hours,
16 hours.
Minutes, Coordinated Universal Time.
That's 4 o'clock. Am I wrong?
Nothing has changed. Government debt continues to rise. Currencies continue to be created, and some countries, like BRICS nations, are actively reducing their reliance on the dollar. That uncertainty matters when thinking long-term. Political chaos, high cost of living, tariffs, to name a few, we have a lot going on, and uncertainty seems to be sending gold and silver prices soaring. But is it too late to buy? Have you missed the boat? For me, the answer is no. I've spoken to Lear Capital, read their reports and investor guides, and many experts are predicting that both will go higher. These analysts continue to emphasize the importance of diversification and owning solid tangible assets like gold and silver for the long term. Even Morgan Stanley has changed their 60-40 portfolio strategy to 60-20-20 with 20% in precious metals. And Bank of America is predicting $6,000 gold price this year. And that's why I decided to partner with Lear and share this opportunity for you to also get educated and understand how precious metals can help protect and grow your portfolio. Of course, course, it's great when markets rise, but it's also important to have assets that historically act as a store of value during uncertain times. So, why gold and silver? Well, gold and silver are physical assets like real estate, not paper money that loses value or a stock that can crash. Gold and silver is the original currency, the oldest form of money, real money that can't be debased. You can't print gold and silver, and it's never been worth zero. Lear Capital is the company I trust, and they can help you too. It's easy, there's no pressure to buy, just information to help you decide what is right for you and your family. They're great people to speak with. Just give them a call at 800-480-1100 or go online to learhustle.com. Well, they have a long-standing company, over 28 years of experience and over $3 billion in trusted transactions. They also have thousands of 5-star reviews and an A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. And they are the only company with a 24-hour risk-free purchase guarantee, so you don't pay unless you are 100% satisfied. Don't be fooled by all these pop-up fly-by-night companies. If you're interested in investing in metals, call a company that's been around. This is why I trust Lear, and you can too. Give them a call at 800-480-1100 or go to learhustle.com and download their free information. You'll be glad you did. Oh, and tell them I sent you. And as a new customer, you can get up to $20,000 in bonus gold or silver with a qualified purchase. That's 800-480-1100.